Playing a Class 5A semi, the last spot left for next week's Prep Bowl. Owatonna busts out a big play early in the first quarter. Abe Havelka deep to Dalton Kabista, and he's gone. 52 yards later, it's 7-zip. Worked so good in the first quarter, why not try it again in the second? Havelka, another bomb to Kabista. 85 yards this time. Havelka threw 7 touchdown passes. Owatonna wins 56-28. They'll face Elk River at the Prep Bowl.
Students all fired up for the Class 5A semifinal, but second play of scrimmage, Owatonna strikes big. Abe Havelka finds Dalton Kubiska, 51-yard pitch and catch. Warriors already trailing early, but the offense starts to click in the third. Joel Stolsky to Charlie Garrett, the easy 6 points. That'll cut it to 8. Then second half, Max Zimmerman takes the handoff and barrels into the end zone. They get as close as 3 possessions, but the Huskies' air attack had themselves a game. Havelka to Alex Reichley this time, takes the screen all the way to the house. Havelka 453 yards and 7 touchdowns in the air. The Warrior season comes to an end in the semifinals.
Pequot, coached by that guy, former Gopher and Washington Redskin kicker Chip Lowmiller. James Chernoharski darts 18 yards to open the scoring in the first quarter. St. Croix Lutheran led 28-zip at halftime. They kept going in the second. Josh Leisner connects with Garrett Mogg for a 67-yard score. St. Croix Lutheran wins 45-7. They get Piers in the AAA title game.
Here we go. Against St. Croix Lutheran, the Crusaders running the option. Jonathan Lesnar catches it and goes to James Chernoharski. He goes in from 7 yards out. 7-zip St. Croix Lutheran. Later in the first, they go to the air. Leisner to Stephen Kletzer for the catch, and the Crusaders going to an easy 45-7. They'll face Piers in the 3A title game on Saturday.
St. Croix Lutheran against Pequot Lakes in 3A semis late this afternoon. The Crusaders set up the offense with some special teams play. Stephen Kletcher on the block punt. Then they turn it over to their feature back. Mike Stern scored 6 touchdowns last week, 3 more today. Good offensive line, and he can get to the secondary quickly. Our Pretty Play Award goes to Jonathan Leisner's pass to Garrett Mogg. That's how it's supposed to work. St. Croix runs away with it 45-7.
Pequot Lakes are undefeated. St. Croix Lutheran and the Crusaders were impressive. Opening drive, 57 yards, 9 plays. James Chernoharski, the option pitch, 18 yards to pay dirt. Patriots try to answer though. Next drive, Blake Lane to Austin Young. Pitch and catch takes the ball into St. Croix territory. Lane though leaves the game with an injury. Backup Cale Wolf in. 4th and goal, but the Crusaders make the stop to force the turnover. Their offense just a little too much. Jonathan Leisner to Garrett Magg. Outruns the defender, 67 yards to the house. Pequot Lakes falls 1 game short of the Prep Bowl. They lose 45-7, the final in that one. So that'll set up the Class 3A championship. There's the final there, Class 3A championship.
To decide St. Croix's Prep Bowl opponent. And if you play Piers, you better be ready for the Pioneers to run the football. They did all day. Jalen Johnson scored a pair of touchdowns. This is their game. Stay disciplined and break one once in a while. Reese Kapsner rushed for 161 yards and added 2 touchdowns of his own. Can't catch him. Piers over Jordan, 55-26.
Will now play Piers in the 3A title game. Pioneers pounding the rock against Jordan. Second quarter, Reese Kapsner, 30 yards to the house. He would have 161.
It's Minnesota, and this one was all Minnesota. Handoff to Isaac Kennan right up the gut. He's not going down into the end zone, 7-0 lead. He rushed for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. Minnesota coming right back. Screen pass to Cole Sano. Space to work. He scores another. They go on to an impressive 54-21 win to move on.
More from U.S. Bank Stadium. Class A semifinals, Minnesota, Mayor Lutheran. First quarter, Isaac Hennon running hard for the touchdown. He'd finish with a $146 on the ground. Vikings also getting it done through the air. Alex Poland to Thomas Hennon for the touchdown. Poland threw 4 touchdowns.
Wabasso and Ada-Borup. Wabasso clinging to a 7-6 lead the fourth quarter. They call the reverse. It's Colton Taylor around the left edge for a touchdown to give the Rabbits a cushion. Then it's Cooper Taylor, the conventional way. Wabasso advances with a 21-13 win.